My food noise has been great. My mental health has been great since I got on a GLP-1. I used to be very cautious of promoting it because I didn't want to put it out, but it's changed my life so much. I can't not tell you guys. It feels like a hole was poked in my stress bubble. I can breathe. I can eat at peace. I'm not thinking about food. This is freedom. Now, listen, I don't know the consequences.
I'm going to say what a lot of people are thinking, but not actually saying out loud. For many people, it's not the fear of starting a GLP-1, it's the fear of what happens when you stop. Because when the food noise comes back, when the urges come back later, the old patterns return because you are not addressing the root cause of the problem. You are only looking at the symptom and addressing that at a symptom level. So you are going to be dependent on GLP-1s for likely the rest of your life. That can feel terrifying. There is no hate to this creator. I followed her journey for a little while and know that she struggled so much with food noise. So I am so happy for her if she feels that she's found happiness and she obviously had relief. But here's the part that I want you all to know. The relief that you are feeling is not because you were broken and the medication has fixed you. It's because the nervous system finally feels safer and calmer and there's more room to breathe. What GLP-1s do is they reduce your appetite and they dampen the urgency signal in your brain, but they don't retrain the subconscious patterns that created the food obsession in the first place. And that is where the real work takes place. That is not to say that there aren't women or people out there who go on GLP-1s and then come off them and don't keep the results, because there are. But what you're not seeing and what you're not likely hearing about is the work that it takes to retrain their brain and their eating habits whilst they're on GLP-1s. I've had a mixture of those who have come off it and have gone straight back to where they were before they started them, sometimes even worse, because the food noise can come back 10 times worse. So it just kind of spirals. And I have also worked with not as many, but women who have worked on themselves whilst they've been on GLP-1s, but they need that extra support to make sure that everything is kind of comes together and they see their long-term results. So if you don't want to rely on medication forever, if you're coming off GLP-1s and you're scared about rebounding and what those effects could be, or you want the same mental quiet without medication in the first place, then that is the work that I do. Food noise is learnt, which means it can be unlearned. You're not born with food noise. You might have a higher propensity for food as a younger person, but when it comes specifically to real issues like loads of weight gain, food noise, if there is no underlying medical condition particularly as well, then that is something that we can look into in the subconscious patterns and the programming of your mind. We teach the brain a new baseline of safety around food and how to address food and how to relate to food, so the calm doesn't disappear when the medication does. Freedom doesn't need to be borrowed from something that you are scared to lose.